moving along, we've gotten back to our Superman. My Adventures of Superman.
Finally.
Yes.
Episode 3 along the titles of Full Metal Scientist.
Awesome. If I would have read the title, I would have been.
Same here.
That's interesting.
Because this episode was. Do you want to call them Easter eggs?
Yeah, sure. No. Yes.
Kinda. You'll see as we go. It opens up with Superman using a new power, and he's saving. Little did we know
Silas Stone.
Now Silas Stone. What did I say when Silas Stone? Did I not go?
We both were like, yo, why
that sounds familiar?
Like, what is that? I had to do some digging.
Because we're not on a PGQs. We're just watching the episode, trying to download the information. But the episode opens up with Superman using. We can't even put a finger on this new power. Like, what's going on?
From what I see, first we thought it was ice or cold, something cold, because he was in the middle of a fire saving Silas Stone, and it looks like with the fire engulfing the room, it looked as if he cooled it down, but he didn't. Because then later in the show, it looked as if it absorbs energy. Because does it have electric girl?
Does it have something to like? It could contain the energy, not control.
I don't know if he knows how to do that yet. You know what I'm saying? But I think it absorbs the energy and reflects it back.
I guess.
You know what I'm saying? Because he did take that electric energy that the girl threw at him and kind of bounced it back. So it's either an energy shield or an absorption of some sort or something. You know what I'm saying? Don't know what it is yet.
I like that they're carrying on that theme because this is not the first time he's
figuring out his moves. And remember, what was the X-ray last time? Laser beams.
The laser beam. First of his powers, wasn't it the laser beams? And then the second one, wasn't it something with the wind?
Wind, also X-ray.
The X-ray, I forgot about that. He
started seeing through the walls.
Wow.
Awesome. And now we have this one that we don't know because he has yet to figure it out.
I think it's gonna be. I mentioned this to you. I think we'll figure it out. We'll put our finger on it when he finds Supergirl, wherever that happens. We digress. We're still here. Lois, remember, we left off with them saving Lois's dad. Where is Lois's dad living now?
With them. Insane. Too much for me.
I find him funny because Jimmy's like, yo, you need to clean up after yourself. And the dad goes, I'm not moving. I'm not... You want me to turn my back to the exit?
To the door. A man never turns their back to the exit.
Correct. I love that. I love that they're carrying that theme. And
he's paranoid.
He's paranoid.
He's paranoid.
Clark finally shows up and he's like, yo, I don't like you.
I'm on to you.
I'm on to you.
I know who you are.
I know who you are.
You're a flake. I thought he was going to call him Superman.
I was like, where is he going to go with this besides Superman?
Late, you're clumsy. You're oblivious. You basically broke him down.
Yeah.
Broke him down. Which he kind of, I mean, look, man, the man's always oblivious.
You know what I found very interesting? It snowballed. Jimmy's problem, I don't know if you paid attention to it, Jimmy's problem with his assistant Flip, that was the most important part. Because it wasn't, if Flip had listened to Jimmy, none of do you see what I'm trying to say? Because right. as that there was many moving parts happening in this episode, you would have just ignored Jimmy yelling on his cell phone to Flip like, yo, who cares about that?
I look he did.
Yeah, so we get into Mr. Thomas Weston. Mr. Weston, his name is Thomas, with Amertech. Amertech is a new company and they have these new robots they're calling Metallo. And these robots, I guess, will be helping the community or something like that. Your new police, your new ambulances and things along. And that goes back to who Superman had saved in the beginning of the episode.
Mr. Stone. Which, if you guys don't know already, Silas Stone is Cyborg's father. Yes. Well, and in the beginning also, they said, imagine if your son was there.
and we didn't put the connection. We're like, what the heck is going on?
We didn't put the connection until I finally figured out who Silas Stone was.
And we figured out who Silas Stone is. Anyways, Vicky Vale, while Mr. Westing is unveiling the Amertech fusion and all of his technologies and explaining, Vicky Vale asks detailed questions about this Amer fusion energy. At the same time, Lois is asking him, where's your CEO? And he goes, and wraps the whole presentation up. It's like, oh, we're going to open up tomorrow, bye. And then, which makes Lois and Vicky Vale question things even more. And then they get their snooping inside of the building.
Facts. What's funny is, though, we also got introduced to another character, Dr. John Henry Iron.
Hold on. Not yet.
He was in the commercial.
What commercial?
Remember, he was in the commercial. The commercial about the robots that are going to be saving.
Was he in the commercial? Yep.
Come on, man. He's a big dude.
Oh, yeah. Okay. But we don't get to see him yet.
Not in person yet. Not yet.
So they get I like the little Vicky Vale... Lois Lane battle competition that they go and have. No one.
Gotham Gazette versus the Daily Bugle.
No one one ups. Well, I forgot to say what she was saying. With no one one up Vicky Vale. Wow. We're still getting the Jimmy's. Wait. How did we get there?
Where?
Because remember, Vicky and Lois Lane are running around. They're trying to figure out who the CEO is.
Yeah, right. So they're in the building. They do the snooping around. Then they finally go, oh, we got to go find Dr. Irons.
Dr. Irons. And then that's when...
Before they get to Dr. Irons, Superman and Jimmy already are Dr. Irons.
Because...
Breaking it down, like, what's going on? What we got to do?
Because of Flip. Because of...
Right.
Flip's annoyance and perseverance led them to Dr. Irons.
Yep.
Awesome.
So they're at Dr. Irons' place.
And he breaks it down. He lets them know what exactly is going on.
He has all the evidence on his computer. One of the... I forget what her name is. The lady with the electricity.
The electricity lady. You know, they're working for Waller. We'll get to that point. She comes to... messes up the evidence.
That's when Lois and Vicky pop up at the end, basically.
Oh, yeah, because Vicky Vale's like, oh, we want to interview you. And she's like, no, we ain't got no time for that.
Exactly. Then they end up going back to the building all together. But then the robots... basically, because they're trying to investigate, get the answers. They're trying to get the answers that have been deleted. Silas in the beginning had deleted all of his footage and all of his memory. Now Dr. Irons, all of his evidence kaputs. What was the guy's name? Weston? Weston, Silas and Dr. Irons had a little conversation in the beginning. He's like, hey, we can't do this. We can't go forward with this. He's like...
Oh, he let Weston know that this is not a problem that can be fixed by tomorrow. And Mr. Weston's like, I don't care.
Get your nerds, get your pizza, make it happen by tomorrow. Boom. So, yeah, then they go back to the building. They're trying to get more evidence, trying to basically get what they lost as far as evidence. And the freaking robots, what are they called?
Metallo.
The Metallos start attacking Superman. Things go south. Superman's getting his butt behind. Like, he's getting his butt whooped. There's too many of them.
And then you made the connection.
And that's when I saw Dr. Irons, if y'all don't know, a.k.a. Steel, basically gets in his first suit.
I guess you could say.
His first suit. If y'all don't know who Steel is basically a Iron Superman. It's just a regular human who basically turns into this iron, in the comics, turns into this iron-filled Superman. Basically has all the powers of Superman, besides the fact that he's human inside.
And he has a hammer.
Big hammer. Obviously, in this show, he's not there yet. I told him it's like comparing Iron Man's first suit. This is Dr. Steele's, not Steel, Dr. Iron's, Dr. Iron's first suit.
And I hope this is not the last time we see him.
I don't think so. And I think this is where he's gonna create his best suit, because what happens at the end?
I hope.
What happens at the end?
What? Refresh my memory.
What's his name? Lex. Of course, that boy Lex.
So at the end, when everything comes to everyone saves the day, it's not over. Guess who comes through?
Lex Luthor with Amanda Waller,
saying that he owns Amertech now. All of the suits, the IP, the whole shebang. There's nothing he doesn't own now, and I'm sure Amanda Waller had a big hand in that, so he was told to leave the premises.
Facts. With the suit. He's like, please keep the suit, which makes sense because Lex Luthor is going to have one of those suits later in comics.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't even think about that.
You know what's funny? They call Amertech. What is it called? Amertech? Amertech is called something else after Lex gets hold of him. It's called Karmatex or something like that with a C. I was reading into it.
Really?
Yeah. Because right now it's Amertech and it turns into Karmatex or something like that. So I forget the name, but it basically changes name once Lex Luthor gets hold of it.
Lex is a slime ball like that. So now it gives credence to that big ass suit he made. Well, this is the reimagining because this is the beginning.
Yeah.
But it's funny to see where we're headed because we've seen him in that big ass robot suit.
Yeah.
Wow. My Adventures does it again. I love it.
Yep, me too. They're giving us characters every time. New characters. Slowly and bringing them in. And it's always the beginning because this is literally the beginning. This is what's funny. This is what I was talking about with Cape Crusader. It's not year 1 Batman.
No, not at all.
It's probably like year 8.
Possibly.
Year 8.
Possibly.
Maybe 5.
Nah. I give year 8 because look at how you got the Penguin. They're fully on and rocking. The city's dark and stuff.
I want to say year 6 through 8.
I'll give him that.
Because for him not to be fully beating down these people yet is a little too late for me.
Bro, he goes, we need to do better, Alfred.
Yeah.
I've never heard Batman talk like that.
Yeah. And then here in My Adventures Superman, this is literally year 2, maybe 3.
Yeah.
Maybe. As far as Superman. Because matter of fact, he didn't get the suit till episode 4?
That's true. They're just now working.
This is literally probably year 1.
Now working at Daily Bugle. Like they're fresh.
This is year 1.
They're fresh there. Vicky Vale offered her a job. Like they're just working.
Yeah.
It's the beginnings. Wow.
I love it.
Wow. I can't wait to see
what DC's giving us as far as animated.
Yes, they're doing their damn thing.